You thought we forgot about this series, didn't you? We're here at Kirkham and Wesham. I'm visiting every station on the Calder Valley route. I know this technically isn't, but the trains come down here, so I'm counting it. I had to bring you back.
I had to.
Join us as we head to Blackpool for a bit of an illuminating time. So Kirkham and Wesham, it's actually, in my opinion, quite a visually pleasing place. This has been largely rebuilt in the electrification in like 2016-ish.
Yep.
That overran and caused problems.
Problems in 2018 with the May timetable change. You won't be able to hear that train that's pulling in.
We're not actually going to get on that train because we've arrived here on train.
Yeah.
And now we've got to get to Southwark
We have.
and get a train from there. So I think it's time to either get a bus or a taxi, whichever one we can get first. I'm hoping for the taxi. Moist. Keep getting moist. Right, just to cover off any continuity errors, if the weather looks fine, it's because I'm using footage from when we tried to do this 4 months ago. Doors closing. So we're outside Kirkham and Wesham station. We're waiting for a taxi to Southwark. We could get a bus, but it involved a mile walk in a very short amount of time.
And the weather's wet.
It's moist. So let's go and get wet at Southwark. So we've just got out of the taxi. We're in the middle of nowhere. Can't hear a thing. This is where I want to spend 40 minutes. I don't want to spend 40 minutes at Kirkham.
How does it feel being a short ass? Hello.
Hello.
Sorry.
You sounded like Boris Johnson then. Tell you what, there's a lot more Network Northwest branding around than I thought there was. I'm just seeing it more and more. This is Network Northwest, not this government Network North rubbish. This kind of gives you the idea of how many trains serve here. So these are all the many destinations you can get to from Southwark, but only the same 3 trains in each direction each day. As has become tradition, when I'm at stations in the middle of nowhere with nothing here, it's a perfect opportunity to say a massive thank you to my lovely Patreons and YouTube supporters. They're scrolling on screen right now. Massive thank you to you guys. If you want to get your name onto this list and help me make more videos like this, the links to do so are in the description. Massive thank you guys.
Oh.
We've been here, what, 20 minutes now, and like
minutes,
no
nothing.
trains have gone past?
There's a couple due through in the next 5-10 minutes.
Is this a train?
Yeah.
I say that there's no trains going past, and then...
It's a good train.
I don't care what people say, right? 195s and 331s, I really like them.
Yeah.
When we first got them, I wasn't as convinced. I thought they were a bit tacky, I thought they were a bit cheap. They've really grown on me, and they're good, solid trains now that all the niggles have been worked out.
But that was always going to be the case, because the 195s were the very first of that type. Like the 196s, the 197s, they've learned from the few problems there was.
I think a lot of people don't like them because they're not HSTs. They're not the trains they remember from their childhood.
They're not pacers.
Yeah.
The 195s in particular are seen as the pacer killers.
We've established it's a nothing station. There's nothing here. It gets 3 trains each way each day. It's mainly still here to serve. There's a nuclear thingy just down the road, and apparently gets used for people commuting to and from there. Its future is in doubt, however, because there's been new developments on the edge of Preston, where the new Preston Western Distributor Road has opened and it's unlocked loads of new housing, etc. There's talk about a new station opening, probably about half a mile that way, which means that the future of this station is in doubt because this will more than likely close if that happens. To infinity and beyond doesn't sound quite as good when you term it as to Preston and beyond. Because Preston and beyond is Blackburn. Been there, didn't like it. Another person has shown up. It's not just us here.
I bet he'd be lonely if we weren't here.
All by myself.
Don't wanna be all by
Anyway, where's this train? You know what gives me joy?
What?
This isn't a 150.
I know this line used to be exclusively pacers.
It's not much better than a 150, but it's not a 150. We're back at Kirkham and Wesham. Though the taxi driver earlier said it might be Wesham. It's one of those. Who'd have thought that I'd have more trouble pronouncing things near Blackpool than Wales? Who had that on their list of things? We're just going to get the next train from here to Poulton-le-Fylde. Where are we? Poulton-le-Fylde. Poulton-le-Fylde. I'm liking this. Like, it's pretty.
I like it.
Like, last time we were here, you were saying something about that clock.
It's nice, isn't it? That clock is really nice. I can't exactly remember what I said, but it's really nice. I think these ones here are better than the ones at Carnforth.
How come all of the other stations feel clearly rebuilt from the electrification? This has avoided that feel. Yeah, there's shiny wires and stuff, but nothing else seems to have been touched.
It's a listed station and they could only get planning in certain ways, like styles and...
They put more effort in here.
Yeah, they've definitely... The building's old, you can tell.
Yeah.
But they've made it all blend, which has done a good job, to be fair.
Yeah. There's a waiting room here. It's a nice waiting room.
It's a nice echoey...
Well, modernised waiting room.
Yeah, there definitely used to be a fire behind there. Like, why, Northern, did you take that fire out?
You can make out the old line towards Fleetwood, which closed in, I believe it was the 1960s. You can do a reopening that, to be fair.
This is Leighton.
This is Leighton Station.
Where we were late arriving.
It's a bit of a sad station, this. I'd probably say it's the dodgiest station. Like, the vibe here is not good. That building is...
Looking so sorry.
I just think it could be a nice station cafe there. Could have a ticket office or a station cafe that sells tickets. We're not going to spend too long here. We're going to get on the very next train to Blackpool.
Yeah, we've got a security guard just off camera looking after us. It's a dodgy area.
Blackpool next. We're losing light. It's the end of the season, which can only mean one thing. There's going to be pretty things. And you're probably going to have something grumpy to say about them, no doubt. You can't just look at lights and be happy, can you?
It's Blackpool, wants to be happy.
Well, I want my fish and chips. Ooh.
We will shortly be arriving at Blackpool North.
So we have made it to Blackpool a few months after we started the show.
Yeah, is this the longest commute to Blackpool ever?
I'm sorry if you've been waiting for the end of the Blackpool series, but we've done it now. We're going to go down to the seafront at Blackpool. I need to find some fish and chips, and let's go and have a look at the illuminations. We're not done yet. That was a really nice sunset.
That was brilliant.
Should we go and look at some illuminations?
Let's go and look at the lights.
Can I have my fish and chips?
We can go and find fish and chips. Yeah.
Yay! So the fish is very sausagey. Still chips by the sea, isn't it? You enjoying yours?
I am enjoying mine very much. Thank you very much. Thank you for bringing me to Blackpool twice and buying me sausage and chips twice.
Thank you for coming. Making a habit of this, finishing by the sea, eating fish and chips thing,
I was going to say, the last 3 videos I've done with you now have all ended up at the sea.
Oh no, it's such a chore.
Oh yeah, like, well, to be fair, going to Newquay was a chore.
Oh yeah. Not gonna lie, this is a bit rubbish.
I think rubbish is a polite way of putting it.
Like, this isn't the Blackpool illuminations that I remember.
Nah, neither me. It's crap.
There's not that many lights now.
The pier looks nice.
The pier does look nice.
Yeah.
But even that I remember looking nicer.
Coming to the Blackpool illuminations used to be the highlight of the year for many youngsters. And based on what I'm seeing tonight, I don't think it is anymore.
Let's go to Blackpool South and get out of here.
Yeah,
Because what, all of the trains from Blackpool North are cancelled? Is that what you're going to say?
yeah. We're having to go to the station that's got one platform with an hourly service because pretty much everything out of North is cancelled. Cheers, Northern.
Yeah.
And did we just see something good in Blackpool?
That's the best thing that we've seen so
It's the
far.
highlight of Blackpool.
That was enough of that disappointment. Blackpool South, this way. We went to Blackpool, so you don't have to. My advice coming from this is do not come to Blackpool.
Don't. For your own sake and sanity. Don't. Don't!
Agree. Hard agree. So I hope you've enjoyed joining me on this journey all the way from Manchester to Victoria to Blackpool via Leeds. I'm going to leave a link just here to the next video that I think you should watch. But from here at Blackpool South, which we might be here to hint something next maybe at some point in the future.
Not this time.
Bye-bye.
Au revoir.